as a gay man who is like, no, I like older men, but you don't really have a reason. You're just,
I think when I'm talking to them and I'm looking in their eye and we're having a conversation, I can tell that they just want love, they need love, and I want to give it to them.
You said you like them wrinkles.
Yeah, they
I
got
do.
a fucking nursing home, nigga.
That's why, look, I love a good old nursing home, honey.
Do you?
For a role play.
Oh.
Wait, what is a nursing home role play? Hold on. Give me the details on what a nursing home role play is like.
Laying in his bed with his little gown on. He's sleeping, and then I'm just literally in between his legs. I lift up that gown, get those two big juicy balls, start to suck them, go to the tip of the dick, and yes, I love it. He
like
wakes
a
up,
hotel manager.
what's going on? Yeah, kind of like that.
And
But
then you act like you about to get called by the nurse.
I'm like, oh, no.
He is the nurse.
Go back to sleep. Take your medicine, darling. And proceed with caution, bitch. That is my type for role play.
This is sick. Keep going.
That's what I like.
Oh my!
One of the things I like, yes, yeah. And I love my nipples licked. I don't even need to masturbate. I don't need you to fuck me. If you lick my nipples the right way, I'll just come. Literally,
yeah, we didn't even ask.
Yeah, we didn't ask.
I started thinking about it.
Nigga said, I like old niggas nursing homes, and you know what? Nipples too.
I love nipples.
Weezy had a guy on this podcast that she used to call sick nipple fuck. And what's crazy is there is so many straight men that I realize are into
hardwired.
Play,
that's what it's
but
called.
Are not really like they won't ask for it. But I've noticed much like my head be getting pushed towards the nipple now, bitch, and I'm like, well, I'll lick your nipple. But like straight men don't admit to the fact that they really like their nipples being played with. Whether you lick it and rub it or like you literally just suck on their nipples, they have a problem with saying that that's what they're into. And Amber, you in these spaces, girl, you're not sucking nipples?
No, that's out. That's crazy.
But she'll suck feet.
Wait a second.
Yeah, I would.
You'll suck feet but not nipples?
Right.
Why?
What's
wrong with sucking a man
Or
nipple?
does it make you think of titties when you're...
Yeah, like that's gay to me. What the
Wait,
hell?
it's gay to you to suck a man nipples?
Yes.
Why? Does it make you think of titties or something?
I don't know. It's just weird. Like,
But you bi, so you sucking titties anyway. Why you even think...
But you gay to me.
You said... Make it make sense.
No, I just don't like that, no.
Amber, we want to do our sex tip segment. Got to start with you.
It got
to. Hors d'oeuvre.
It got to.
Give us...
She been over there just like...
What about with... actually,
saying?
you know what? A good dick sucking tip or even like sex tip with your nails. A lot of girls get long nails now. Mm-hmm. Tell me something you might do sexually with your nails.
Bitch, I ain't listening to her after she said there was blood under them.
Okay.
She clearly I don't know if I want that tip.
Y'all might think it's kind of crazy because I don't want to suck no nipples, but what I do with my nails, I like to put my nails in a nigga mouth.
Oh.
Wait, they be sucking the acrylic?
Yep.
Like a dick. And that's not gay to you?
That's not gay to me. Oh, that's what I said. That's what I said. I knew it. But I like that.
Can you show, wait a second. So you're getting, while they're fucking you, you like to put
my nails in his mouth. Yeah.
How many nails?
2.
And you just go like this?
Just put it in his
and
mouth.
You make him suck it? And that's, wow.
Do you feel
I like that.
Does he go down to the like tip of the nail or does he just, to the brim?
Right there.
Okay, wait.
Have you
like
he damn near sucking dick.
This is a sick Negro.
Have you ever had rhinestones or jewels on your nails?
No, I don't do that. That's for kids.
Oh, yeah.
That's kids.
So rhinestones is gel and gems is where you cross the line.
Yeah, that's crazy at this age.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie. I stopped doing it because I lost gems. I be in the booty hole. I'm like, oop, where it went. Hopefully it's on the bed and not in their booty hole because I do not want them to shit out.
Imagine you take out a shit and you're like, why does it look like Swarovski in the toilet?
Out a Swarovski, that's nuts. Wow. So do you just do it without asking, or are the men wanting to suck your acrylic nails?
I kind of do it without asking.
Oh, so no consent. Wow.
Yeah. Taking control.
Wow.
I like that. But
they do it.
Yes. What you gonna say? Get out? Well, no.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh no.
That's what you about to do with the nipple.
Right. Yes. Yeah.
Wow. Maybe you don't want. Are you a dominant person?
Yes.
Maybe
that's why she paying the bill.
Maybe sucking the nipple.
Okay, girl.
Okay. Well then.
As someone that wants to trick, sometimes I kind of get it though.
Well, then let me ask you. You knowing that you like that power, you like that control, you're independent, even financially. Do you have the desire at all then to be submissive?
Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but you've never been submissive up to like.
Well, I guess like I don't know how to answer that honestly. Maybe when like it comes to like sex, sometimes I can bow down, but besides that, like no.
Wow.
Yeah, like even when I go out, like I like to get my dude outfit. Like, okay, I'm hosting tonight. You're gonna put this on, put that on. I don't care if you don't like it.
Dress them?
What?
Buy them fresh kicks, and I'm like, damn, this is the nicest
Exactly.
you
You're
ever
gonna get your hair done. You're gonna do this.
And you pay for the hair too?
Let's not do all that right now. But I'm gonna tell them how to dress, and yeah.
Do you have kids?
I don't want kids.
These niggas is your
hello?
is your son.
These niggas are my son.
Here we
Niggas
go.
is your son.
Here we go.
Happy Mother's Day, friend.
Cheers to that.
Cheers, girl.
Wow.
That is funny.
So then, I still would love for you to experience a man taking you on a date, but it could really just be like you are getting what you want. Like you have this love and desire for power and control, and it's your comfort place.
And
Like
Jacob might give us a little inspo in a horrible decision with the sugaring tips. Because who knows if you even really shared it to this degree on Just Us, because I feel like hearing someone tell us how they've kind of almost like finagled someone and been able to get them to do things for them, which is really sugaring. Like more than it is any other kind of dating. Sugaring is like, I'm here, I'm the prize, like you need to pay, you need to spend, you need to treat. So tell us how, maybe even if you had a first experience, like did you know you were about to be a sugar baby? Like tell us that.
How it started, kind of?
Yeah.
Well, it started when I lived in Sacramento. I'm from Sacramento. I would go to San Francisco. I used to do a lot of acting work there, commercial work in San Francisco, and there was an older man there. And at the time, there was like a Subway, and I was in between breaks from filming, and I didn't want none of the food from the set. So let me go to Subway and get a sandwich. There's an older man, and he was like, "Oh, you're very handsome." I said, "Oh, thank you so much." I didn't even think about money or anything like that. And he was like, "When you're done, do you want to cut my lip over here?" I'm like, no,
And you were young at this time.
Yeah,
Bitch,
I was young.
It Jared?
Huh?
Oh, never mind.
He was
young.
really, he was really, really, really old.
No,
this
okay,
one.
he was old.
Yeah, and he was like, do you want to make some money? And bitch, I had like $25 left. That was enough to get me back on that bus back to Sacramento after my shoot. And you know how it is when, do you want some money?
I would have thought it was for modeling.
What was the money that was offered?
$500.
For what?
He wanted me to go up to his apartment. He laid on his back, and he wanted me to like punch him in his back and call him like a faggot and all these different words.
What?
And
so
we brained him as a man. It wasn't
humiliation.
Humiliation. He loved it, and he was so old. I felt so bad. I'm like, I'm gonna hurt you. He's like, do it. I said, okay. Boom, boom, boom. And I just started calling him everything. You ain't shit. Your dad ain't shit. You my slave now, ho. Like, I started going in.
Damn.
I started going in, and he took me to the ATM after. And he gave me, I was like, oh my God, I can get used to this for real. So he became my regular in San Francisco. But every time I would go out there, I wouldn't do that all the time. There would be like different things he wanted me to do. Maybe like go find him somebody else to do it. Like he loved the idea of bringing a whole bunch of black men back to his apartment and like humiliating him.
So wait.
So I would get a cut.
But you were okay.
I would get a cut.
Well,
yeah, I'm all about a cut.
Even you saying that, we love to have this kind of conversation. So in terms of race play, you said he would love for a lot of black men to do that. So you're okay with race play and being fetishized because of the color of your skin with these white men?
I didn't give a damn. There was a check.
I'm gonna be honest with you. When I think of race play, though, it's a little bit different.
But I didn't even think about it that
He
way,
said
though.
black men. Like
I
so
know,
it's not
but race play is different when you're the one who's the aggressor.
Yeah, he wouldn't talk to us crazy.
Like,
he wanted us to like
when
talk
we were
shit to him.
generally thinking about race play.
I mean, reverse race.
Same thing.
It's the same thing.
Kind
Like,
of.
the way that he said, "You my slave now," there was.
Wait, I just said that. He didn't tell me to say it.
But you said it anyway.
I sure did.
He felt the power.
I did.
So
I did it
feel
for all
like-
my
I
brothers
mean-
and sisters.
I mean, we've talked to other women too that believe in dealing with white men. They're getting their reparations. So to me, that there still is an element of race play in that. Like we talked to Marnie about that. We talked to
Who? Marnie.
Yeah, the girl who does is her name not Marnie?
Nigga, who you talking about?
The Fendon. I don't know nobody's name right now, bitch.
Marnie.
And what about the Lisa Splitson? She did the same thing.
Who the fuck is Marnie? Mistress
My
Marley.
bad, I messed up a letter. Okay, you knew what I was talking about that.
No, I really didn't.
But
'Cause
so
you're drunk.
Mistress Marley and Lisa Splitson, both of them dealt with white men and felt like it was a form of reparation.
Right, but they were always doming them, right? And so I feel like
And he's doming the white man.
Right.
So
Race
it's the same
play is a very specific thing when you're bringing up someone's color, the typical stereotypes. even like derogatory language. That's more race play.
But he said he would go get a whole bunch of black boys.
I understand.
This man wanted
but
black boys.
We gotta be clear.
Right,
A race
yeah.
play is a very specific.
It's exactly what you just said, though. He wanted black boys.
I don't
Even
think
if
that wanting to fuck black people is race play.
You got me fucked up while he's sitting here wanting to be domed by black people, and he's like, "You my slave now." I'm your master.
I mean, I actually think this would be good, like commentary, like for people watching on YouTube or even in the comments. Like, race play to me is not you wanting to fuck someone black. You wanting to be domed by someone black
But
is not
to me-
race play.
But to me, the knowing that you come from your ancestry of white supremacy, whether you were a slave owner or not, you said he was old. He could have had a plantation. I don't know. I don't know how old the
Yeah,
man
like
was.
being submissive
Right.
to someone black is not race play.
But what I'm saying is, if there's a layer of I'm turned on by the role playing of you now being in a power position because of your race, knowing that I'm a white man and
I hear what you're saying. I
To
just
me,
think it's
that's race
unfair
play.
to all black doms that have white clients to say they're engaging in race play.
But what I'm saying is, and back to even the past guests that we have had, they have literally called it a form of reparations for themselves.
Yeah, as a joke, but race play is
I don't
something.
think it was a joke.
Okay.
She has a shirt that says reparations with a white hand and money.
Yeah, like to me, that's some like we're.
This shit getting deep.
Oh,
The question was,
You
did
know
I
what it
feel
is?
away?
Okay,
Did I feel
I'll
away?
tell you why it's getting deep for me. Because in some of the recent interviews I've done, like I was telling Mandii, I might have said on another episode, I went to a brothel and I'll give y'all the tea on this. Y'all know I do sex sales, which is exploring sex businesses. And part of that business in the brothel to me is it's almost like your blackness as a business at that point. So I asked the brothel, can I talk to these black women separate? Because to me, their story would be different from everyone else's there because people are coming in to fuck your skin color. That's just the truth, right? Oh my God, you're my first black girl, blah, 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 blah.
Yep.
And one of the things I said to all of them, I think it was 4 or 5 black girls I sat down with, I said, do y'all engage in race play? And they all said absolutely no. However, they embraced the fact that they know they may be a fetish for some and talked a lot about the differences with race play and basically saying like the submission to a white guy would then be race play for them, the words being used, even the role playing itself. So that's probably why I was like, nah.
I think that's why when he brought up those words, because I'll be honest, like even when, and I talked about it, like to me, race play is the same, like just to say something is a fetish, like I ain't like nigga, like when I
don't think it's fair to say
like
your skin
motherfuckers
is a fetish
saying
either.
I want to fuck you before you lose weight. Like people used to talk about wanting to fuck me at a certain size, and they didn't want to fuck me if I had lost a certain amount of weight.
Mm-hmm.
And so to me,
Wow.
even though that's a fetish, that to me is still on some fucked up shit. I was never fucking nobody who said they wanted to fuck me because they never
Or
fucked a
fetish,
big girl
right.
and they wanted to fuck me as a big girl. And
Right.
da, 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 da. So the fact that this man also had you recruit other black boys and this was the conversation, that's where it's like, it's not, it goes beyond the fact that you're just a black man and I want you to do this domination to me. You're seeking out other, specifically black men to humiliate you. And so to me, I think there's, back to psychological. There's a psychological element to race play.
Well, maybe he used to be a cop and he feels bad.
Maybe
Oh,
he needs to go to
all
therapy.
right. Now-
Casting call for black men that want to humiliate a Caucasian man. He pay good.
So-
That's what was in my mind at the time. I was 18. I don't have to do that no more.
Right.
Okay.
Now,
I love that.
I wouldn't do that anymore.
A lot of
I
our
have
home
done that.
mail is about like, how do I get a sugar daddy? So that's really where we went
Yes.
to dig into you. So you started like that, and then tell us more about how it became sugaring and how you knew you wanted to do that.
Well, I didn't start sugaring until I moved to LA, really.
Oh.
Yeah.
Rich
I mean,
nigga.
I had like, that guy wasn't, I consider him a sugar daddy because I had to work.
Right. But that's where your
Even
first...
though some people that have sugar daddies, they have to sleep with their sugar daddy. You know what I mean? I don't do that.
Really?
My sugar daddy, he can't get,
Hard?
he can, but he can't come.
Why?
There's certain
Science.
there's something that he can't do that.
Science.
So there's nothing. My sugar daddy doesn't look for sex with me. He has a partner. All he wants to do is go to dinner, literally.
Companionship.
But I haven't seen him in person in 2 years.
He still pays you?
Of course, of course.
So what does he pay you for?
Just to pay me. Like if I ask him whatever I want, I get. That's just how it works with him. We built a friendship. So when you have a sugar daddy and you want to secure the sugar daddy, secure the bag, it has to be a genuine friendship as well. Yes, you can.
I agree with
You
that.
can finesse only for so long, but if you actually really get in there where he starts to trust you and he's like, you know what, you're like my friend. Me and my sugar daddy have like a friendship. I actually really love him.
I think you are preaching so hard right now, mainly
I agree.
because sugar babies assume it's all about their looks. Sugar babies assume it's oh, like, you know, I'm hot. He wants to make me this thing. Like, there'll always be another you. You know what I'm saying? There's always going to be another cute beach, a cute nigga, whatever. But one thing I know that you're saying that I never really thought of, my sugar daddy and I started out in the beginning just going out to bars and stuff. And he thought I was fun to have around. Like, oh, she brings the girls around. He would take me on vacation, shit like that. And then he was almost invested in my life story and always felt like, especially with friendship, he needed to take care of me. What would we do if anybody got hurt in this room right now? Like you know what I mean? There's a friendship. I'm going to take care of you. That's a really good point. Because if you don't establish that friendship, what the fuck does he need to stick around for?
Which is why I also agree with you. Me and my friends debate this all the time because their quote unquote sugar daddies, it was transactional. They didn't get money unless they saw them in person and had sex. And I've been in a whole nother country with another nigga and had to call one of my niggas like, his team ain't pay him. Can you send me $1,000? And this is Western Union day. Like, I had to have my roommate go to Western Union. I said, bitch, I'll pay you $100 out of this. Put it in my account so that I can have money while I'm out in this other country with a nigga whose team's not paying him. And my friends could never understand how I could get certain things from people without having sex. And I said, well, if this is a sugar daddy that really fucks with you, you shouldn't have to have sex with him for him to show up for you, and that's the only way they show up for you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you should be able to ask at the drop of the dime, whether he sees you or not, whether you're giving him a good time or not, whether you sucking his dick or not, you should be able to depend on this person.